Now, in our first story, healthcare delivery nationwide is reeling under the impact of the strike by the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association. The industrial action has halted services at the outpatients departments of major health facilities nationwide, leaving patients frustrated. More in the following report.
The strike, which has entered day 3, stems from delay by the government to implement a 2024 collective agreement which contains provisions for the conditions of service for nurses and midwives, including a 13th-month salary, fuel and medical allowances, and renewal of their practicing licenses by government. ChannelOne News' checks at the Korle Bu Teaching Hospital in Accra reveal a non-operational OPD as patients expressed concern about its impact.
It's unfortunate for me because my BP drugs are finished, so I wanted to come so that they can direct me to a doctor for them to write some prescription for me. But unlucky for me, they are on strike, so I have no other choice than to go home. With them, I can use the National Health to buy some of the drugs and purchase some free, but for now, I have to buy all of them. And it's not easy. Being a dialysis patient and buying drugs, it's not easy. So
what were your call to the striking?
We are begging them to come back. We are pleading with them. In God's name, we are pleading with them to come back. They have no other choice than to help us. So we are begging them to come back.
The situation is no different in the Ashanti region, where services at health facilities, including dementia and South Central hospitals, have been significantly disrupted. Here, patients waited in long queues and, in some cases, were turned away.
When somebody comes in, we need to triage the patient. That is, we need to know their vitals, the BP, the fasting blood or running, their weight, their height, and this is all done by our nurses. Once they are not here, that is a difficulty. Those who have been replacing them, we need to have some experience. So yes, we are trying to help modifying, but it's quite a difficult one. So the most impact is from the triage. It's quite a difficult one.
Consequently, some hospitals like the Ifiam Kwanta Hospital in Sekondi in the Western region are relying on rotational nurses for essential services as patients re-echoed the troubling impact of the strike.
So we came for a child welfare clinic, but we were not attended to because the nurses say they are on strike.
Did you have to stop something that you were doing?
Yes, I had to leave school and then come for the clinic. So I left my job and then came for the child welfare clinic.
What have you got to do? Striking nurses and
Okay, so to the government, I think whatever the nurses are demanding, you should give it to them so that they can get back to work. And then to the nurses, we are pleading with them that they should also reconsider their decisions.
As concerns continue to intensify, health authorities in the Volta region, where the situation remains same, have warned against the involvement of unauthorized personnel in the provision of health care. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health has appealed to the association to call off their strike for further negotiations on their demands.
This committee has been accepted by the nurses. However, they said they will serve on the committee all right, but they will still embark on the strike. We are appealing to them to go back to work whilst we have this negotiation. It is important to note that since the coming into office of the Honorable Minister for Health, Honorable Kobinami Dakando, the document we are talking about, we have not sat with them together with the Ministry of Finance to look at the document. They are just saying that because it was discussed by the previous administration, it has to be signed. The minister is just appealing and pleading with them that it's important for him to also know what actually went into the negotiation so that he would advise his colleague going forward. We must know that the health sector, we have 80 to 90 health professionals. And if you come to office, you must look at what is there.